Hey guys, this is Intelligent Creation, and I wanted to discuss a few things about something most people don't really put much thought into, but I think is very interesting when it comes to scriptural content and just our history as human beings. It's the story of the giants from the Bible, not only from the Bible, but from other different ancient writings from around the world, whether you want to call those myths or, legends. Um, so, particularly in the Bible, which is so easily accessible, it says on Genesis 6, "And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God, also known as the Bene Elohim, saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown." So, yeah, that's the main thing there. There were giants in the earth in those days. They were the offspring, apparently, of the sons of God. A lot of people say fallen angels, but I guess it means the same thing. I don't know. Fallen angels just, it seems like it could be something that's more contrived, but the Bene Elohim were actually sort of like lesser gods, and not necessarily angels, at least from what I've seen that. So, on a scope of a regular human down here, 6-foot human, this is the range of size, apparently, size of skeletons that were possibly found. I mean, 36 feet is hard to believe, but there have been a lot of reports of giant skeletons. So also, there are these, I'm not sure if this one's in Peru, but there's a lot of Peruvian elongated skulls that were dug up. And the way their skull cap is put together, it's just completely not human. The sutures are in completely different areas. Because us humans, we have one that goes down the back. And these, whether they're Nephilim or whatever they have like a completely pretty much solid skull cap back here. You can't really see it on this broken skull. So a lot of these giants, even in the legends of the United States, Indians were they're giants with red hair, and you can still see this is the original hair on this skull, and you can see how red that actually is. And then here's another example of it looks like sort of a younger skull. I don't know if this is giant or if it was just that over time, I mean, after these Nephilim probably, hybridized with humans after so long, they went back down to normal size, but they still had these enormous skulls and big eye sockets, and they're said to have 6 fingers and double rows of teeth sometimes. So, I mean, that'd be a pretty formidable thing, especially thinking about how they were witchcraft practicing, blood drinking, human eating, sort of evil beings. You know, I mean, maybe there's like a legend of the friendly giant out there, but I haven't really heard any. I've only heard they were nothing you wanted to mess around with, unless you're trying to kill them, like in a David and Goliath situation. So, also in the King James Version, Numbers 13:33, and there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. So that's pretty telling. He's saying these guys, these are the Israelite spies that went out to check out different cities and areas of land that they could possibly conquer. They came across these giants, and they said they looked like grasshoppers compared to them. So those were quite possibly pretty big guys. There's just another super elongated skull. I mean, this stuff, it reminds me of the movie Coneheads. In Coneheads, they also had multiple rows of teeth. Go figure. Here's this looks like an Egyptian deal here. I don't even know for sure where this is from, but you can see the size difference. And here they have some sort of like demigod king, and that was the role that these Nephilim giants often filled, whereas kings or rulers over civilizations. Just some more giant dug up bones. And then here's a news article. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but if you can see that well enough, blow it up a little bit, you can pause this and read that. You can see that okay if my compression isn't too crappy. So anyway, I just thought people would get maybe some value out of this information. And all right, well, I'll be back again.